Who is gonna get exposed tonight?
Tip on that dick.
Why the hell so many people are trying to tell me to slow down? Seems like motherfuckers should be shutting the hell up and enjoying the show.
Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Namibia's Hot Day. Today, I've got two stories for you guys. Okay, not stories but whatever, we're just talking about this apology nonsense. The first one, should JB Bouncy have reported these girls and forced them to apologize? Secondly, KP and Regis Films' take on this whole drama and whether he should have reported it. Okay, let me bring you guys up to speed. Here's the thing. You guys know that this squad of big artists them did a smash or pass challenge. And to be honest, to a lot of people, that video seemed controversial. To me, it didn't seem that controversial, Ashashi. When I initially first watched it, I did not say anything big before the whole thing blew up. Only after people came back to me and told me that, no, that's when I went to check back and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe this might have hurt some people. But to me, it was not that big again, no. Anyways, one of the big things that happened in that video is where the people were playing the smash or pass challenge on Master Chocolate. I'll call him Master Chocolate. His name is Real Bouncy, but I'll call him Master Chocolate. When they were doing that smash and pass on him and the girl said, and I quote, initially when I first heard the thing, I thought the girls said they will pass him because he's got a small D. But what the girls at Hanakam said is that they were talking about him and they said, no, guys that goes to the gym have small Ds. They didn't say him, they just said guys that go to the gym have a small D. Beramboli Nani, Bouncy caught feelings from that. So what he did is that he went on his Instagram profile and then he posted this saying, first of all, he started, somebody tell those little girls that ain't nobody wanna get smashed by them. Go get your certificate. And then he followed that up with, if you know the whereabouts and have the phone numbers of these little kids, please hit my inbox up right now. And then he whatsoever them. Anyways, allegedly, Nani, he went to the police and reported these girls. And what I'm hearing from my alleged source, this is what this person said, Nani. Remember I told you in my previous video that Master Chocolate comes from a well-off family? Boli Nani. He's a nephew to a certain minister or deputy minister. And before I continue with the story, people are even upset that these guys was helped Shashi. Allegedly, people feel like people wasted their time on nonsense because what happened to him is nonsense and the police could have used their resources and time for something better. So this is what somebody posted on there where they said, this reeks of privilege. People can go to the same police station with more dire situations and the amount of energy that was put into stroking the ego of a man who is closely associated to a powerful and influential people will not be applied. People are being but their cases are postponed and files go missing. But let one minister's nephew get offended and the police is jumping high. What these people are saying about this whole incident. And to be honest, I kind of agree with that point. Really, we still haven't found that Mandela boy, but so I just feel like this was nothing. Anyways, after what happened, after that, the girls were taken to the police station. After that happened, the girls were taken to the police station and they apologized in the police station actually. Here's a video of them apologizing.
Hi guys, so we just want to make a public apology for the YouTube video we made on Friday. For me, I just have to say, if we said hurtful things or things that made you guys feel offended, we are really sorry.
The police station apologize to me. What is my social media handle? Say
I don't know.
It's the real J-Bar. Say it.
Like the police station apology.
Okay, we're at the police station apologizing here.
To the real bouncer.
To the real bouncer, because he came to make a complaint.
We're sorry to everyone else.
Okay, thank you. And sorry if you felt offended.
One by one.
I just apologize.
Okay, I'm sorry to the real bouncer Jaden whatever. Yeah, I'm really sorry.
But you're screen recording without our consent.
Yeah.
It's all in there.
No, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
Hey, keep quiet.
You can't do that.
I'm sorry to the real bouncer for
Keep quiet.
Nobody
all the
Keep quiet.
Don't put us in your video. No?
for the hurtful things we said, and to everyone else who was in the video. We're deeply sorry. I'm sorry to the real bouncer.
What did you say?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. He doesn't have a small penis.
Where did you see? Sorry, give it back though. Where did you see my penis?
Oh, and I didn't. And the thing is, I didn't say he has a small penis. I said people that germ has small penises. Thank
Now,
you.
why did you put the funny video, the owner of the account?
Okay.
You are so arrogant.
Go say.
Now, after they apologized, Master Chocolate went back on his Instagram and he uploaded this saying, if you know me, I'm literally the most chill guy. But if you go around disrespecting people you don't even know for clout or attention, what were you expecting? Karma has no menu. And for the rest of crybabies complaining in the comments, if you've got a problem, go do something about it. It's a free world, case closed. That's what he's saying. Anyways, and after he released that statement, the girls went back on their Instagram account and they released a video where they basically just said that they did not mean what they said, and it was a forced apology. Listen to that video here, right here.
That lady was like, so you think you will go anywhere with those men? Come on, what? Next time you don't apologize, let them take you to court. I hope you didn't mean the apology, please. I didn't mean it
Nobody
at all.
meant anything.
I don't think nobody meant
The apology was forced.
Okay, no. Okay,
It was forced, bruh.
Okay, for me, my parents or our parents actually were like, my kids are not going to apologize for anything. So yeah, I mean, it happened, and can now.
Anyways, here's my take on this whole thing. The Chocolate blew up this whole whatever thing. He made this whole thing bigger than it should be. Because to me and to a lot of people, he's the biggest loser here. Because even if you go on Twitter, people are making fun of him and laughing at him more than the girls. Shashi, the girls got the fame. Their YouTube numbers are increasing. Their Instagram, like he just brought attention to this whole thing. And to be honest, it's not that big. Because initially, even when I first heard it, when they said he has a small dingaling, I just gossip and I moved over it because I didn't think it was serious. But now that he reported it, now I'm looking at him sideways, like, okay. Honestly, I'm not saying he has, but I'm just looking at him sideways. I'm like, okay, does he? Is it because he has a small that, by then it puts more questions into a lot of us people like that. So I just feel like he should have left it, and it's not that big deal. And does he really care what 16, 17-year-old girls think of him? Honestly, are you that in need of approval that you want this 16 or 17-year-old to smash you? Or who cares what they think about a D? And that's my opinion. That's honestly my opinion. That's why I just feel like he blew this whole thing out of proportion, and he's the biggest loser here. And the girls won. Honestly, the girls won. Anyways, that's my take. I don't think he should have reported them. He should have just moved on over and moved whatsoever. That's my take. That's what I think. Anyways, I want you to listen to KP and Reggie Films, what they said about this. And I 100% agree with everything that they're saying right here. And, you get what I'm saying. Anyways, listen to what they're saying.
All right. Seems like we're going to be going through this again. And I need to get my philosophical mind out for this one, so you can understand how human behavior works. Alright, man, this is gonna be hot. Like, seriously. It's a very complicated situation. Just so most of you guys understand, what happened is there was a smash pass video, and how do you say it? Body shaming and defamation of character. That's the word. Defamation of figures. Defamation of figures. That's the word. That's the word. Okay, all in all, long story short, in the Smash and Pass video, these young girls basically decided to say someone's Shandi is... Seems like we're going to be going through this again. and I need to get my philosophical mind out for this one so you can understand how human behavior works. Alright, man, this is going to be hot. Like, seriously. It's a very complicated situation. Just so most of you guys understand, what happened is there was a smash pass video, and how do you say it? Body shaming and defamation of character. That's the word.
Defamation of figures.
Defamation of figures. That's the word. That's the word. Okay, all in all, long story short, in the Smash and Pass video, these young girls basically decided to say someone's Shandi is short.
Shandi.
How is that body shaming?
Shandi is like the small Shandi.
What? It's not body shaming now. Okay, but skip that. Yeah, and so in general, in reply to that, the person basically went to go report, or made a case against the females, and for I don't know, defamation of character. I'll have to ask my lawyer brother for this. I really don't know where it would stand in general. So yeah, and then the females had to apologize on live for saying he had a small penis or something like that. Yeah. Okay, but anyways, fast forward. What I want to talk about is just the psychological behavior regarding all of this and how society basically takes penis or something like that. Yeah. Okay, but anyways, fast forward. What I want to talk about is just the psychological behavior regarding all of this and how society basically takes a certain reaction you put out into the world. So in general, in this situation, I'm going to create a new analogy, which is, let's just say Houdini decided to go online and say Reggie is broke. Okay? So with that analogy, a normal reaction to not create any, attention to it, a normal person would laugh. I would just laugh at it, but I won't really go there and pull Houdini out of his house and take him to the police and say, okay, go back online and say I'm not broke or I'm wrong for saying that. Yeah, something along those lines. Because that will only give the intention that I am broke to other people because I forced them in general to say that. It was like, in general, just think about how many people, actually women, how many women say niggas got small dicks and they never met them in general. Do you know how many then women you can take to jail or just to make a quick random case for no reason and waste some police officer's time to go like, hey, this lady gotta tell all these other ladies that this nigga got a big dick and not a small dick. So it's kind of like
small dick energy.
I'm not saying anything. I cannot say anything. So yeah, it's I don't know. You should understand, man. This is almost like, how do you say? It's almost a term of reverse psychology that kind of happened, because when you force something, an understanding on other people's minds, it kind of, people start being like, okay, maybe. But yeah, to conclude, that is my analysis of this. I was just analyzing the situation and I saw this is a common behavioral trait in people, that if you try and force an opinion on people, they will try and always question what it is you're forcing them to think about. And that causes the problem. Because if we just left it where it was, everyone would just be, would have just been another story and it blown with the wind and it goes. But now that he gave attention to it and was forcing a certain directive about it, it gives people a different idea about it. That's why the story online is very split, basically. My advice for most people moving forward is no reaction is better than a reaction. Yeah. With instant gratification, people will say things now, today, tomorrow it's forgotten. Who cares? But if you're going to react to something like they were saying, the chicks are saying smash or pass and they're saying, oh, that guy has a small dick. Now you want to get people involved for them to retract that statement. Boss, it just makes you look like that's the truth. And especially when it's not the truth. So, case in point, fam, why does it even matter? Like Reggie said, I will laugh. And I'll also just like to make myself clear on one thing. I mean, the girls are obviously, they were being rude, they were being nasty. But at the end of the day, the only way you overcome bullies in life, is through ignoring them. And the moment you give a bully the attention they want, because look now, that video has 20,000 views in just a day, whereas all the previous videos they made only got 1,000 views. And so in the end, if you look at it, they got the attention they wanted. They are now internet famous for the next, week or so? 2 weeks, maybe a month even. One thing Reggie forgot to mention about bullies that's very important is they all have small dicks.
Anyways, guys, can you hear that somebody in the background there? He's busy also being shady towards Master Chocolate. He's going to saying it's giving a small D energy. I'm like, I told Reggie, you are busy advising, talking proper. Somebody in your background is throwing shade right, left, and center. Is that not that? But anyways, those are my type of people. That shade. I live for the shade. Anyways, listen to Reggie talking. But that person, Reggie, Viva's dying after you. Who said small D energy? That person also should be sued. I'm going to sue him in the place of Master Chocolate. Anyways, what do you guys think about all this? Should this guy have reported these girls? Plus, and I still stand by what I said, these girls did nothing wrong and they shouldn't be forced to apologize and he shouldn't have reported them. He's the biggest loser in this thing. He's the one that took the L, Master Chocolate. And I hope he learned this lesson.
Expose, 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 expose.